fantastic. Right, now it is just 9:30, just after, and up to 20 million viewers watched her on Coronation Street after she joined the show as Maxine Peacock. Now, Tracy Shaw has been telling a much more personal story, sharing her breast cancer diagnosis online after being diagnosed with an aggressive form of the disease. Well, I'm very glad to say that she joins me live from her home now. Tracy, oh, look, there you are. It is so good to see you. So many people have been asking me how you're doing. We all saw your posts online. You're looking radiant. I know you're in the middle of treatment. How are you?
I'm doing okay today. Thank you so much for having me on, Lorraine. It isn't an easy path, and I'm only sharing it because there are millions of ladies and gentlemen who are going through the same thing, and it's just not a very nice part of the disease, chemo, really.
No, it's not, and you're right in the middle of it. And you had a horrible reaction to the first dose of chemo, didn't you?
I did, really. And the first dose, they don't really know how your body's going to react, so it's a real big tester. So they now know that basically it's like chickenpox. I had a reaction and having a thrush all over me, and so you think you're out of the woods of the chemo, and then the next minute you get all the side effects. It's just not pleasant.
No, it's not at all. It's not at all. And you found a lump, didn't you? You found something, and you weren't sure whether it was a cyst, what it might be, and of course, quite rightly, you went to the doctors.
I did, and because it was underneath my breast, I didn't think, because it wasn't on the breast itself, I thought, well, it can't be. So I postponed it, just thinking, oh, it'll be okay. But actually this lump, it was kind of on the top of my rib. So I went to the doctors, and they were more concerned about the cysts because I was on HRT. So the HRT was feeding the cancer. It doesn't cause it, but it was feeding it. So the cysts were tight and sore. So that's the reason I went. It wasn't really necessarily because of the lump, and the mammogram discovered the lump.
Oh, geez. And then you've been going through the treatment, and of course you've got two sons. They are grown men now. They're doing incredibly well, but very difficult to tell the people you love that you've got this, because then they have to deal with it, because cancer just doesn't affect you, it affects all your friends and family too.
Oh, the whole family, and all the people who are following and messaging at the moment. You know, there's mothers with sons, younger sons my age. The family members are messaging. There's, you know, everyone is affected, and sometimes just by me sharing about what the effects are, they understand how that person might be feeling, because you don't know. I mean, the survivors are just amazing, the ones who are really reaching out and giving me advice and tips, and unless you've been there, you don't really know just how awful it really feels, because there's nothing normal about your life anymore when you go through chemo.
No, that's very true. It becomes a completely different way of life and a different way of leading your life. But at the same time, of course, you have to cling on to the fact you're getting treatment now, hard as that may be, but you are getting treatment now. And the prognosis, you know, you have to just keep thinking to yourself, I've got a really good chance. I've got a really good chance. How do you deal with it, though, mentally? Because that's hard.
I consider myself very, very lucky and very fortunate, because there are so many people worse off. There's people who are being diagnosed with a lot worse than I have. There's people being diagnosed with terminal. There are people who are suffering much more than me. So every day I just wake up and thank God that, you know, I'm being given this opportunity. And that's why I try and raise money for cancer research, because it's without the scientists and the charities that raise money to be able to fund these experiments, to be able to give me the opportunity to live, basically. So, you know, if we had more funding, government, and more funding for, you know, the likes of cancer and injections and things that move forward, we would have standing more of a chance for ladies and gentlemen to live today.
No, exactly. Well, we just wanted to check in with you when you're feeling a wee bit better. When you're feeling a wee bit better, you have to come and see me, because honestly, the affection for you is remarkable, and it's, you know, everybody remembers you. Of course, they remember you from Corrie, but from other work that you've done over the years, and also from these incredibly brave and honest posts that you've made. You know, you've really shown the reality. But you've also made people think. You will have saved lives by doing what you're doing. because
bless
people,
you,
no,
yeah.
they will. You have. It's inevitable. You will have, because you've got people saying.
I had a couple of ladies actually who have been since diagnosed. So it is quite remarkable when we speak out that we do help others.
Exactly. Thank you so, so much. It's
Thank
so
you.
good to see you. And when you're feeling up to it, come in and see us. It'd be great to have a cup of tea with you. Thank you,
I'd
love.
love
Thank you
to.
so,
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Ah,
you.
fantastic.